Don't get me wrong, Nano Banana is great at creating images, but it does struggle with some things. Look at this. I'm going to ask it to create a photograph of 7 ducks. Here's the image. So let's count the ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 ducks instead of 7. And I've noticed that every time you give it a number of items or people that you want included in an image, it struggles a little bit with that. So how can we fix it? Let's tell it to remove 2 of the ducks. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually removed 4 ducks from the picture, which is wrong again. Okay, I'm going to give up now and I'm going to ask it to make all the ducks look the same. Okay, the image is actually the same. So there's still 2 ducks of one type and 3 ducks of the other type. So it hasn't actually followed my instructions. But perhaps there is something I can do to improve my prompt. So let's be more explicit. Change the ducks so that they all have the same color and patterns. Maybe it will understand these instructions. Okay, there we go. So it's actually added some ducks. I've got 6 ducks now, and I've got 4 of one type and 2 of the other type. So it struggles with that a little bit as well. Let's try and say something like, make their feathers exactly the same. Sometimes you just need to use a different type of language or different wording to get the result you need. But in this case, it's actually not doing it at all. So I'm going to give up. And I'm going to ask it to do something different. Nano Banana can actually add things to images that it's created as well. So let's ask it to add a person on a bridge in the background, facing the camera and waving. And let's see what it comes up with. There we go. There is a person on a bridge. Brilliant. It actually followed my instructions. But I want to see the detail of this person. So I'm going to say change the person so that their face is visible and they're not blurry. So I'm trying to improve on the image by adding a bit more detail. Okay, so it looks like a different person now. It looks like somebody with long hair actually. There is a bit more detail though, but it's not the same person. So I'm going to say go to the previous image you created and keep the person the same, except make their face more visible. So again, I'm being a bit more detailed in my instructions. And no, it didn't actually follow the instructions at all. Okay, let's do something else. Duplicate this person next to the one that's in the picture already. So I want 2 people. Nope. Again, there was a number in the instructions. It struggled with that. So let's improve the prompt. So I'm saying add another person next to the one already in the picture and make it look exactly the same. There we go. They kind of look the same, but there's 3 of them instead of 2, and 1 of them is waving. Remove the person who's waving. It got it right. My next prompt is about removing the ducks. So I want to remove all the ducks except for the one on the far left. That's correct. Make it face the other way. It is actually doing that. So it is listening to me after a while. So another thing I want to test is whether we can make the picture less blurry. Okay, the picture is still quite blurry. You can see it was kind of the same here. So I'm actually going to change the instructions to be a bit more explicit again, improve the resolution and the sharpness of this image and see what it comes up with. Okay, so no luck. So I'm actually going to go to the top of this chat, so the original image that it created, and I'm actually going to download this image. I'm just going to save it. And then I'm going to re-upload it here because you can actually upload images into Gemini. Here we go. And I'm going to add the prompt to the original image. So perhaps that changes things. Improve the resolution and the sharpness of this image. Okay. So the difference is, yeah, not much improvement actually. I'm going to try and change the colors. Change the color of the tree to bright yellow. Okay, it's a slightly different tree and okay, that's bright yellow. That's not too bad, but it's not exactly yellow. So sometimes the fix to that will be to just recreate the image by adding a completely new prompt instead of trying to edit the existing image. So create an image of however many ducks in a pond with a bright yellow tree in the background And let's see if that's any better. There we go. It's a different image, but the tree is yellow. So sometimes all you need is to just reprompt. You're obviously going to get something completely different and random, but at least the tree is yellow, right? To learn more about image generation and editing images with AI, where I give you some actual prompts that work most of the time, check out the videos I've linked in the video description. And to learn more about prompting, download your free AI Prompt Starter Pack, which includes more than 70 prompts that you can copy and paste into any AI tool. And I'll see you next time. Bye.